Well, this is going to be fun. We're trying to find the best way to keep you entertained during these difficult times. There's no live sports, so we're going back to a lot of old sports. And two, I don't want to say old guys, but retired football players join me now, Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. We're going back on Football Week in America to the first Manning Bowl, which was the first NBC Sunday night game in 2006. Peyton, I'll start with you. Were you glad that it was the first game of the season just to kind of get this inevitable matchup with your brother out of the way?
No doubt about it, Mike. I can promise you that neither Eli nor I ever referred to this game as the Manning Bowl. Those words never came out of our mouths. We were not very comfortable with that whole idea of being labeled after our last name when it's a team game. So the fact that it was just the first game, we got to get it all over with and get on to a normal regular season after this game was a good thing. But we really tried to enjoy it. We knew it was a special moment. And I was really proud to be on the same field as my little brother. I remember talking to him in pregame warm-ups. I remember singing the national anthem. We were lined up almost on the same yard across from each other, playing in front of 80,000 people. So it was a proud moment.
Eli, for you, it was just the second season for you as a full-time starter. So there's all of that in addition to everything else about playing your brother and all the hubbub going into the game.
Yeah, definitely. Peyton had obviously has proved I think he'd already had an MVP. He'd been a starter for a long time, one of the best players at the time. And I'm just trying to get a feel for how to get us back into the playoffs and winning games and getting things organized. And so I was still a young player at the time, and so this was, I think, a great challenge for us in the Giants, knowing to start the season we're going to be going against a team that was always in the playoffs and always one of the top teams. And so that's the way we looked at it. It's a great opportunity for us to see where we stand against a team that's been at the top over the last couple of years. And so we knew it was going to be a great contest for us and to start the season, a lot of energy. And, we're just really excited about the opportunity to go against the Colts and see if we could hang them.
I remember everything about the game. All I remember is that I threw a touchdown to Dallas Cross being guarded by Michael Strahan. That's the kind of matchup you're looking for, Mike, when you can get basically a tight end slash receiver being covered by the host of Good Morning America. That's what I'm looking for in a matchup. And we got it, and we took advantage of it.
Eli, anything you remember specifically from the game, a play that stuck out for you?
Just late in the game, it was a tight game. We were down a score, and within 7, I can't remember the exact score, but we had a little drive going. I hit a comeback to Tim Carter on the right sideline, and they called offensive pass interference, and which set us back. And, we weren't able to overcome from that. So I think obviously Peyton had tipped off the ref and told him to call an interference on us. But like I said, I think Peyton said, for our parents, they were just hoping for that high-scoring game, that 49-48, where obviously Vanderjack would miss an extra point at the end to help us get the win. They'd be happy with that for multiple reasons, maybe.
We pulled so hard from each other. Eli and I worked out together. We shared ideas in the off-season. We shared ideas about common opponents. And so nobody pulled harder for Eli than me, and nobody pulled harder for me than Eli. So playing against them, sure, you want to do the best you can for your team, but I'm not over there telling Dwight Green, hey, let's go hit this quarterback hard. Now, when I'm playing against Tom Brady, I'm saying, hey, let's go hit this quarterback hard. And so there is a different feeling, but I keep going back to that real sense of pride. All 3 of those games, Mike, there was 2 in New York, 1 in Indianapolis. Got to talk to Eli before the game. That national anthem, I'm staring right at my brother. I truly did realize it was a special moment. All those years growing up, Eli coming to my high school games, I was going to his little league games, and to be out there on a real NFL field playing a real game, I could capture the moment, but it wasn't the most enjoyable game that he and I played it. I can promise you that. And we were kind of glad when it was over. And I remember people used to always say, boy, it'd be great if y'all could play against each other in a Super Bowl. No, it wouldn't. That would have been probably as bad a thing as you could have, because somebody's going to be happy, the other person's going to be disappointed.
This was the first time we had ever competed against each other at any level. You know, Peyton's 5 years older than me, so we never played Little League baseball or basketball. We were never in high school at the same time where we even practiced against each other from any level at any sport. And, you know, I've had to watch more Little League baseball and basketball games, and I've seen every single one of his football games from when he started in 7th grade, that 8th grade year. Justin Reyna was running great post-corner routes. It was unstoppable for him through his high school. You know,
that was a game,
with every game, JV and high school to Tennessee. I mean, every time I've watched and been rooting for him, and I knew going in, this would be the first time that I wasn't rooting for him. I needed him to make some mistakes. I needed him to fumble the ball. You know, I'd seen all the mistakes he'd made. I knew it was possible. We just needed them all to come out in one game.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, it did not.
You guys are the best. One quick thing. Will you sit, or have you sat and watched this game? Because I'm thinking your kids are just a little bit older now and obviously know the family history and know you guys. Would you be able to sit and enjoy watching the 2006 first meeting if you sit down and watch it now? Eli, I'll let you go first.
I think Peyton would enjoy it better than I would, obviously. It's a better outcome. But I think I could, just because, you know, when you remember the games, and you remember certain plays, but you just can't remember maybe that third down conversion. I remember Dallas Cart guarding Strahan in the right corner of the end zone on a zone blitz. They kind of rolled out right, hit him. So you remember plays, but you can't remember the whole outcome. But I think my kids, my oldest is 9. I think, you know, she remembers seeing Peyton play. She remembers seeing me play, but never us playing against each other. I think she would enjoy watching that. This thing funny that you know, her uncle is playing her dad's ball games. I think it would be you know, somewhat enjoyable now to, I think you can watch it and laugh about
it. Yeah, Mike, I think my kids will probably watch it just because they love watching Uncle Eli play and love being around their Uncle Eli.
Well, best to your families and to Mom and Dad and Cooper and all the Mannings who have given us so many smiles and a chance to relive some of that, and also a lot of personal memories for all of us. Guys, thanks for taking a few minutes. We wish you the absolute best, and we look forward to visiting under better circumstances with 2 of our favorite retired quarterbacks. Thanks, Eli. Thanks, Peyton.
Thanks, Mike. Later, bro.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.